Hello students, in this video I will discuss the chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation. This chapter is comes under genetics. So what is genetics? Genetics is the subject that deals with the inheritance as well as the variation of a character from parent to offspring. Now, what is inheritance? Inheritance is the process by which characters are passed from parent to progeny, and it is the basis of a heredity, means parent to offspring. And then what is variation? Variation is a degree by which progeny differ from their parents. Example, artificial selection and domestication from ancestral wild cow, Indian breed, example, Sehwal cow in Punjab. Then, what is a true breeding? A true breeding line is that having undergone continuous self-pollination and shows the stable trait, means a character, inheritance character and expression for several generations. Now, the father of genetics was a Mendel. So, Mendel during Mendel's investigations into inheritance pattern, it was for the first time that statistical analysis and mathematical logic were applied to the problems in biology. Mendel took 7 contrasting characters for his experiment. The 7 contrasting traits of pea plants, means Mendel took a garden pea plant for his experiment. So that 7 contrasting characters are the character, stem height, and contrasting character. Here one is dominant, another one is recessive. So the stem height, the contrasting character, the dominant character are tall and recessive character is a dwarf. Then second contrasting character, that is a character, flower color, contrasting trait, violet and white. Violet is dominant, white is recessive. Flower position, contrasting trait, axile and terminal. Axile is dominant and terminal is a recessive. Pod shape, inflated and constricted, that is inflated dominant, constricted recessive. Pod color, green and yellow. Here green is dominant, yellow is recessive. Seed shape, round and wrinkled. Round is dominant, wrinkled is recessive. Seed color, yellow and green, that is yellow dominant, green recessive. Next is the basic terms and their definitions. The first one is a gene. Genes are the units of inheritance which contain the information required to express a particular trait. Here trait means a character in an organism. Next, what is alleles? Genes which code for a pair of contrasting traits are known as alleles. That is, they are slightly different form of the same gene. Next is the phenotype. Phenotype means a physically expressed external character in an individual. Next is genotype. Genetic makeup of an individual for a phenotype is called genotype. That is, expression of an organism by their genetic makeup. Then two types of factors, that is dominant factor and recessive factor. Homozygous individual and a heterozygous individual. Homozygous individual means individual having similar allelic pair of a gene. Example, see, tallness is expressed by capital T, that is allelic form, and dwarf, it is a character, phenotypic character, and it is expressed by allelic form, small t. Like that, heterozygous individual having dissimilar allelic pair of a gene. Example, tall. Here tallness, heterozygous condition, allelic form, capital T and a small t. Next is a monohybrid cross experiment. Cross between two individuals differing in a pair of contrasting character is called monohybrid cross. Mono, single, that is a pair of contrasting character. Mendel crossed tall and dwarf pea plants. These are the two contrasting character, tall and dwarf. Tall is dominant, dwarf is recessive. So after crossing the parental individual, Mendel got F1 generation. That is, F1 generation was all were tall, but they are not alike. They are one allele is tall and another one were dwarf. Mendel then selfed F1 tall plant and he got F2 generation. Some of the offsprings were dwarf. The character that was not seen in a F1 generation was now in a F2 generation it is expressed. See, this is the schematic representation of monohybrid cross. See, the parent, the phenotype of a parent, tall and dwarf. Genotype of parent, capital T, tallness is expressed by capital T, and dwarfness is expressed by small t. Both are in a homozygous condition. After parental cross, the gametes are produced. The gametes, capital T, put circle, and small t, put circle. So, after crossing the F1 generation, the first filial generation is a F1 generation. That is capital T, small t. That a plant obtained are heterozygous, tall, that is hybrid. After F1 generation, he selfed F1 generation and then he got F2 generation. The F2 generation, see the phenotype. See, this is the schematic representation of F2 generation. The plant obtained are capital T, that is tall, homozygous tall, capital T, small t, that is heterozygous tall, capital T, small t, heterozygous tall, and small t, homozygous dwarf. The phenotypic ratio of a monohybrid cross is a 3:1, where 3 are tall and 1 is dwarf. Genotypic ratio, that is 1:2:1, where 1 is capital T, 2 are capital T, small t, and 1 is small t. Now, Mendel proposed laws. In that, the first one is a law of dominance. The law of dominance, the characters are controlled by discrete units called factors. Mendel told about a factor, that is nothing but genes. He never told about gene, but he told it as a factor. Factors are in a pairs. In a dissimilar pair of factor, one member of the pair dominates or dominant the other, that is recessive. The law of dominance is used to explain the expression of only one of the parental character in a monohybrid cross in the F1 generation and the expression of both in a F2 generation. It also explains the proportion of a 3:1 obtained at the F2 generation, that is 3 are tall and 1 is dwarf. Next, another law of segregation. It states that though the parent contain two alleles during gamete formation, the factor or alleles of a pair segregate from each other such that a gamete receives only one of the two factors. Okay, next is the concept of a dominance. In a dihybrid organism, there are two copies of each. In a diploid organism, there are two copies of each gene, that is, as a pair of alleles. Now these two alleles need not always be identical as in a heterozygote or a heterozygous condition. For example, a gene coding for an enzyme has two forms of alleles. The normal allele produces the normal enzyme that is needed for the transformation of a substrate, that is S. Theoretically, the modified allele could be responsible for the production of the first one, the normal or less efficient enzyme, or a non-functional enzyme, or no enzyme at all. Now, in the first case, it will, that is the first case means the normal or less efficient enzyme, it will produce the same phenotype or a phenotypic character. In a second case, non-functional enzyme, and a third case, no enzyme at all, the phenotype may be affected. The phenotype or a character will only be dependent on the functioning of the unmodified alleles. The unmodified means a functioning of a allele, which represents the original phenotype, is the dominant allele, and the modified allele is generally the recessive allele. Okay students, till here we were discussed about principles of inheritance, and the remaining portions will discuss in a next video. Thank you.